This is a family shelter. We serve families that are homeless. 70 to 75% of the occupants of this building are kids.
Do you know what you're here to do today? What are you here to do? I'm sorry, what are we going to do?
This project is very much a signal of the kinds of work that the Volunteers of America can do, does do every day, and will continue to do.
I came out to this Kaboom project because I'm from Camden. I also was in a shelter before, and this means a whole lot to me to give back to my community.
You know, I had no place to turn to, and I ended up here, and I'm so grateful for it.
The Volunteers of America in Delaware Valley, they get it. They get it because never ever should the words homeless and veteran be used in the same sentence.
Today is our hot meals. We come out here between 12 and 2 every third, well today is the fourth Thursday. We come out here and serve food provided from the Cathedral Kitchen. We give information, take information from the clients like their name, already homeless or not already vets. Maybe we could get them in our vet program or get them into our shelter. We also give out cold water, toiletry bags, little snacks, stuff like that to get them through the day or possibly through the weekend. I've been working with Volunteers of America for almost close to 2 years now. If the hot team wasn't around, I believe clients wouldn't know about the organizations that's out. So we give information out so they don't have to travel or get lost trying to find us. So we just find them on the street and then we just relay information that way.
You want a pair of slippers?
The greatest need is housing and employment and healthcare. What drives me to come out every day to help the population is because if I don't, who else will?
The VOADV Right Center is a 99-bed facility for homeless men. The program is actually made up of 3 components. It's an emergency shelter, a transitional living program, as well as a safe haven program. The safe haven program is 25 beds for individual males that are dealing with substance abuse and or a dual diagnosis that has chemical addiction.
We soldiers come in, we should be treated coming out. Help the vets. We need this. We need the right benefits for them. I just want help. I want help, that's all.
A Home for the Brave began simply as a vision of our President and CEO, Dan Lombardo. For Volunteers of America as a whole, we are committed to help veterans in need.
And adjacent to the VOADV Right Center is our Home for the Brave program that is due to be open later this year. Home for the Brave is a 30-bed transitional living facility for homeless male veterans. On site, the individuals will receive intensive case management services, as well as assistance with job training and job placement through our Homeless Veterans Reintegration Program. The Anna Sample Complex is also one of our programs that is 3 programs in one, so to speak. The Anna Sample Complex has an emergency shelter program. It's a 65-bed facility in a 3-story building for 12 single women, and then the rest are families.
I was just kind of not being supported by their father, and it kind of just went downhill from losing my job last year around this time until now. My kids are young and we've lived so many places, it's ridiculous, and you know, I feel like I need to be stable so they can be stable.
We see about 19 to 20 families on average daily, and our families make up single-parent households, as well as we've recently seen a large number of intact families, and a lot of single fathers. I never know what I'm going to walk into, but I face every day or every challenge head on, and I can't wait to do it the next day.
This program is actually subsidized by HUD. Tenants have to be extremely low income. Subsequently, tenants can pay rent from $50. Not many people pay more than $300 or $400 a month. Sadly, the waiting list is always over a year. We try to make it as nice a place as it can be.
What we have here, I don't think anybody has any of this.
People call me daily or call my staff daily on the phone looking for housing, and you know what, the economy is tough enough now, and if there's no family, children to accept them in, I have people telling me that they're going to be out on the street next week. It makes me feel horrible.
There's a lady, I just met a lady who's living in a car with her 2 tiny little dogs. And a friend of mine is sent her here, but she can't wait a year. She's not sure if they would let her take her little tiny dog. She don't want to give them up, so she's living in a car right now.
A big part of the answer to housing for seniors is this type of program. However, especially with the economy the way it is now, Congress isn't looking at it very favorable as far as adding a lot more 202 elderly housing. They all know that it's a great thing, and for some people it's the only way they're going to survive, but there's not enough. There's just not enough.
I wish there were more places like this, because the financial situation here people can afford. So a place like this to me has been a lifesaver for me. I mean, I'm so blessed, I'm going to cry. I thank God every day for what I have here.
We have 17 homes. Each program has 2 to 3 consumer reception of 2. We do a lot of stuff for our consumers. We really bet for our consumers. We have consumers that work, and have consumers that have an enrichment program where they learn about everything, banking, hygiene, anything they want to learn. We provide that for the services for them. We do so much for them. It's just so much that we, as a volunteer, as a team, we do for our consumers. This is my consumer Adolfo. When I received Adolfo in August of 2008, he weighed 450 pounds. At this present time, he is down to 326 pounds. He had a button business at his home, and we moved it up here to the office.
I love it. I love it. It's a drive it gives me in the morning. It drives me to work. I need the job culture. The support and the one from the staff, and the consumers, and the job coaches, and the administration. It's been a way. And also, not only BO supports me big time. What I like about working here with the consumers and stuff, I love to watch them how they grow. We have some that graduated from the program that moved on into their own personal lives and into the community. I like that. Ms. Ada has been not only in my corner, she's also been like a stepmom to me. I've been here 8 years. 8 years. I love it.
I was in prison for forgery, cashing illegal checks. And I've been through the transition of the prison, Taba Hall, and then here at Hope Hall.
Hope Hall is a residential community release program called an RCRP. We're a 175-bed facility, and we contract with New Jersey Department of Corrections. Our guys need to be within 24 months of their parole eligibility date to qualify for this level of care. Once the guys complete their treatment process, then they segue into our job readiness phase. From job readiness, they go to employment. And from employment, they continue sessions with their case managers. Treatment process continues, however, the primary focus at that point is employment when they're working. What differentiates one program from another are the people which occupy the facility where we provide our services. And the people that occupy this facility, just the hair is standing up on my arms right now because they're here to do a job, they love what they're doing. And don't get me wrong, there's day-to-day frustrations, but they suit up, they show up every day, they do the best job they can, and they touch the lives of other human beings.
First things first, you guys got those homework assignments, those journals?
With the help of my counselor and the staff around here, they helped me, you know, learn the patience, to be patient with stuff. And they also showed me that how basically to give back to the community.
To me, there's nothing more energizing in life to come in and meet someone that's beat up inside and outside, that's been harmed physically, emotionally, and spiritually, to come alive again.
Garrett House is a 47-bed facility. It's a female program. Garrett House is a treatment facility, so there's a little bit of difference between Fletcher and Garrett in terms of one, Garrett House is a female facility while Fletcher is a male, and then second of all, Garrett House is a treatment facility. What that means is that the first 45 to 90 days that the clients come into our program, whereas at Fletcher House it's 2 weeks, at Garrett House is the first 45 to 90 days. They are assessed into treatment groups. One of the main treatment groups that we run that is gender specific at Garrett House is Moving On. This is facilitated by a female facilitator, and it addresses the needs of our clients, helping them to build relationships with their family, dealing with the reasons why they're in the criminal justice system, helping them deal with the issues that they have to deal with while they transition back into the community.
I was in prison, and then they sent me to a community release facility that designates where you should, which halfway house you should end up in, and that's how I got here.
A lot of our ladies do have a substance abuse history, and so we do have that group running actively in our program as well.
When you're first kind of getting into your addiction,
addiction or drug using first starts to occur. You know, it's not like you just know what to do.
I think that what I've learned is how to make better decisions. The environment is a very controlled environment, so you have to learn how to have self-control and how to make decisions for the long term. When I leave here, my main focus is obviously to reconnect with my family and my children and to just put my life on a path that was better than before.
When our clients come from home to tell us, oh, you know, I'm doing really great and they're happy to see you, they're excited, you know, it really makes you feel like, okay, yes, you know, this is something that I need to continue to do because I'm making a difference in the lives of people.
The CRC is a program for male and female parolees who get referred to us for a couple of reasons, for a few reasons. It could be either that they're just coming out of prison and their parole officer or the parole board has deemed that they need some extra structure to help them transition into the community, or it could be folks that are already been in the community for a while, you know, for a period of time, and are maybe having some issues as far as accountability, unemployment, substance abuse issues, various things like that. So they can be referred here to give them some extra support to help them stay in the community. We function as a team. That's the one thing that I really love about my staff, is that we almost work as one mind, you know, and you can see where everyone, from front desk staff to employment to education to treatment staff, that they're all invested in the client. I think if this program wasn't here, there would be a lot of guys that would be out in the street without any access to resources, without any access to treatment, you know, substance abuse treatment and things like that, and who just would not know that they could make a difference, make a change in their lives.
I really believe this is better than the prison because it helps you to react back with society.
I don't really think that my mistake is going to define the rest of my life.
Began in 2006, and that's when Volunteers of America was given the grant to start a pilot program working with ex-offenders who have severe and persistent mental illness, who are being released from the institutions, from the prisons, and coming back into the community. What I'd like to do is I'd like to introduce Carmen. Carmen, you've been with us for how long now?
Approximately 9 months. Since I've been on the Promise. First, the help they have gave me, like counseling, one-on-one therapy, time on my medication. They actually helped me get into pediatrician, which is a culinary program, and recently I just graduated.
If it wasn't for Promise or Volunteers of America, where do you think you'd be right now?
Probably locked up again.
Really?
I can't change my past, but I definitely could choose a future, and that's exactly what I'm doing.
The Addiction Treatment Program is just about reaching its 2-year anniversary, and the Volunteers of America Delaware Valley was very excited to open the Addiction Treatment Program, being that we are the only inpatient provider of addiction treatment services in all of Camden County. The Addiction Treatment Program is very interesting because in lots of ways we have 2 different programs, 3 different programs if you count the inpatient outpatient side, within the same building.
So we're going to be talking about what is relapse, okay?
What drives me to be a part of the Volunteers of America Delaware Valley after all these years that I've been here is the fact that it's nice to work for an agency where the mission statement is more than just a piece of paper and a frame on an office wall somewhere, where the agency lives and breathes and is committed to the mission statement.
ISSI stands for Integrated Services Supporting Independence. The program targets individuals with mental illness who also have a criminal justice involvement, helping them to gain independence.
Mr. Haywood Lippman has been at ISSI since May of 2010.
I came to get something out of this program. I was aimed to get my independence living. I came as a homeless person, and they accepted me. I did a crime I wasn't proud of, but nevertheless, it was an open door here at Volunteers of America.
Mr. Lippman is an excellent example of what somebody can accomplish if they're motivated enough to achieve the goals, their own goals.
This was a very powerful experience here at Volunteers of America.
If this program were not here, the individuals that we serve would not have a safe place to go.
Non-profit organization like this, you really have to be focused and take full advantage of what they have for you because it's worth it. That's all I have to share.
It's very special for us as volunteers that we get the opportunity to be able to give back a little bit.
It's good at least to do some type of contribution for people to have a little less than you have, and I appreciate the opportunity.
It was taught a long time ago by my father that you got to give back to the community, you got to reinvest, and help people out that need help. We're here today to do that.
You know, we all want to show our appreciation and support for Volunteers of America because they do the things we all want to do, but really don't have the time to do. So they make the world we live in a better place.
It feels good knowing that, you know, at the end of the day, you can tell yourself, like, man, I just made a difference for the school or the community.
I think Volunteers of America, I think this is something beautiful because they don't even know us and they helping us. And we need the help. That's why we came down here.